You are new in Canada and now you want to find a job. How are you going to find a job? Are you struggling to find a job? What is Canadian work experience? What is mentor, mentee? How do you use LinkedIn to find a job? I would have told you the answers to all these questions, but I can't because I'm still a struggling entrepreneur, job seeker, whatever you want to call it. And that's why I make these videos. What do you think? But today I have with me somebody who is really special, somebody who loves helping people, who is out there trying to tell people how to find their jobs. She counsels them, she mentors them, she guides them. And she's coming right up.
Hi everyone, this is Meena Dowlwani, your super fan from Destination CEO. And I'm super excited because I am with my close friend, Kubeir Kamal.
I'm Kubeir, in case you didn't recognize who I was, because we are in the presence of this celebrity, this personality. Okay, Meena Dowlwani. Meena is the founder of Destination CEO and an expert in tech careers, in job counseling, in job guidance. Thank you so much for having given us this time for this video. And the idea basically is so that I can share with you what is her understanding, what is her knowledge, what is her expertise, what does it say about LinkedIn. So Meena, why LinkedIn? What is it about LinkedIn that makes it so important?
LinkedIn is one of the best professional platforms out there right now. LinkedIn has more than 500 million users from all over the world. So it's growing so drastically and it's updating constantly. What is LinkedIn? It's a professional platform where people create their profiles, they talk about themselves, they talk about their achievements, their accomplishments, their organizations. So that's why LinkedIn.
Okay, but what about LinkedIn? I mean, what is it about LinkedIn that makes it so important for people? Why and how can LinkedIn help people find their jobs or what they're really seeking out?
So LinkedIn being a professional platform, you can connect with literally anybody in any part of the world. LinkedIn people are there for professional reasons, for networking. LinkedIn people are there because they're advertising their accomplishments, their achievements, their organization. LinkedIn because companies are looking for investors. LinkedIn is the thing right now.
Okay, LinkedIn is the thing. So give me some examples, give me some reasons what I can do with my LinkedIn profile to find a job faster, or how it's going to help me find a job out there.
So to have a very strong profile on LinkedIn that you can use to network and connect with organizations and people within organizations of your choice, you must make sure that you have a few things in place. So let's start with your picture. You need to have a good professional photograph on LinkedIn.
Okay.
It says that you get 50 to 70% more engagement if there is a picture of yours on your LinkedIn profile.
So you're saying the one that I have with the birthday hat on is not going to work?
No.
Okay, it's not going to work.
It's your professional portfolio, right?
Okay, so mind you guys, that one is not going to work.
Another thing is the headline. So you have space just under your name to highlight your skills and the job titles that you will be targeting when you start looking for a job. And even if you're not looking for a job, it's good to have your strengths over there so people look at you as an expert in specific field.
So Meena, give me some tips. How can I make my LinkedIn profile better? I mean, I can understand about the picture. My birthday picture is not going to work. What about the other parts? I mean, okay, I make a LinkedIn profile, but how will anybody find me and why will they choose my profile? And how does my LinkedIn profile help me find a job? So basically, is it like a job search site where I can just send my applications to different employers?
So it's all about branding. And LinkedIn being a professional platform, you need to have a professional brand out there about yourself. Who you are, what are your expertise, what is your story, why are you doing what you're doing, so what is your passion, what's your purpose, and then get other people to talk about you and get endorsement. So let's start from the top. Yes, your professional photograph is extremely important because that's how you want professional people in your industry, in your field to relate to you. your headline, which talks about your strengths and the job titles or your expertise, Very, very important, because those are the two lines, your name and your headline, that will show whenever you comment or tag somebody. Then we go into the summary section. Now, obviously, if you've had a tough journey, you don't want to write everything about it, but you want to summarize a little bit, because more and more people want to relate to you, yes, as a professional, but more as a human. Who you are, why you're into it, what makes you so special, what makes you stand out. So create a credible introduction and make it a little more personal in your words. Don't have somebody else write your bio and put it as a third person, but write it yourself to say, I am so into it, and I'm doing this, and these are my strengths, and these are my specializations.
So you're saying make it personal, but in a professional way.
Exactly.
Okay, so make it personal, but in a professional way. But what's the funda? What's the hidden mantra behind effectively using your LinkedIn profile so that you will get noticed?
To be active on LinkedIn. So I said it's about professional branding. You want to join groups. You want to start commenting, liking, sharing your expertise on LinkedIn. So don't just create a profile and keep it over there, but start participating on other people's things. So for example, if you like this video, it will be shown on LinkedIn. Like it and comment something about it so that everybody in Kubeir's network and my network can see your profile. So similarly, get active, start connecting with the right people. And with a strong profile, when you connect and when you comment on other people's profile, they will look at your profile and your view rate will go much higher.
Okay. So it's all about getting noticed, right? So if you're going to be sleeping and being dormant and hoping somebody's going to find you, well, there could be a chance for that, maybe one in God knows how many thousands and hundreds of thousands, because there are, as she said, 500 million users on LinkedIn right now. But what makes you unique? So give your personal story in a professional manner, and at the same time, the more interacting you are, the more you are giving in terms of your opinions, your views, your feedbacks, that much more LinkedIn can be used effectively, I would say.
Definitely. So some very quick tangible tips. Get people who you know to endorse your skills. This way your profile gets pushed up. Make sure that if you're job searching, that you have kept open to opportunities on in your settings, so that recruiters, when they are posting positions and they're searching for profiles, they can see that you're open to new opportunities. You can always block the company that you work with so that they don't come to know that you're job searching. Okay, but do that. Another thing, create job alerts, because job alerts, you'll get to know when companies are posting their jobs, but that company that you've set up alerts for will also get your profiles. And then network. Start requesting your peers, your supervisors, people in your network to give you recommendations. And a quick way of doing that, write up a small recommendation, send it to somebody that you want to recommend you, and say, you know, you are right now enhancing your profile, you'd love a recommendation from them, and that you've taken the liberty of writing it. So this way what happens, they'll see the recommendation, they can just copy and paste it or edit it in their words. This way you are highlighting the specific words that you want to get noticed for.
I get it. But I must also add something over here. Do send out invitations for connections, but preferably within your network of influence, somebody who you know, because a lot of times people will block, or they will actually mark that they do not know you, and that will push your profile lower. And at one point of time, LinkedIn might even block you from sending out any more invitations. So that is something to keep in mind. Number two, when you do send out invitations, please, the next thing, once the person connects with you, does not mean that you will now send them a message saying, can you find me a job? Well, if everybody was going to do that, then imagine the person who's getting these messages, how is that person going to react? Like, for example, there are so many times people will send me a request to connect. I would gladly do that. But then the next question is, or can you help me find a job? Before you start wanting something or seeking something, try and give, okay? If anybody is making a professional connection with you, there has to be a reason, right? A professional is a symbiotic relationship. They are doing it, or they want to extend something to you when they can also get something in return. So as long as you make your presence within the network contributory, then you will realize more and more people want to connect with you, and connect with you in a manner that they can give you some benefit. What do you think about that?
I think it's very important that there is a give and take. And when you do send out the original request to connect, I highly recommend you use a laptop or your computer, not your cell phone, because you must send a small intro about yourself and the reason for connection. So if you just sent out a connection, chances are you may or may not be accepted. But when you put in a note to say why you're connecting, 90% chances are you will receive that acceptance.
And while we are talking about this, did you subscribe to the channel yet? If not, what are you even waiting for? Okay, because Meena is going to keep coming back to our channel. She'll keep giving you some amazing job tips. So if you have subscribed, then obviously you will get notification and you'll be able to watch the video. Do you have any success stories of LinkedIn, Meena, that you can share with us?
I have thousands of success stories.
So if you want to reach out to Meena, if you want to understand what her company does in terms of guiding new job seekers, then you must approach her through her website, destinationceo.ca. The link is in the description box. I will also put her LinkedIn profile link in the description box. Feel free to connect. And mine is there as well. So, if you're still looking to migrate, maybe you can connect with me as well. But do give me some success stories. Tell me, where have you seen LinkedIn making a huge difference in somebody finding a job?
Thousands. So I teach about 500 students, international students in IT every year. And every year I get my students to reach out to their dream employers and invite them to come to our events. And when employers, when they reach out, employers come, but it's not just about the employers coming, but they get engaged with the student, and 90% of the time, these employers become their hiring managers. So we've got hundreds of success stories, thousands of success stories.
Wow,
just
unbelievable. Well, in conclusion, now you have it. Now you know what you need to do with your LinkedIn profile. Guys, keep it professional, because LinkedIn is a professional platform. Do not treat it like Facebook, because nowadays you can see a lot of profiles turning out to be one of those. So as long as you can keep your presence on the network professional, approach people or connect with people with the intent of contributing, with the intent of helping out, you will realize very quickly how nicely it can all come back to you.
I think it's important. And if you want step-by-step instructions, directions, I have a bunch of videos already posted on Destination CEO's LinkedIn page, so please feel free to go in and check those out. And one final thing, if you see a job posting that a network has sent, please do not just agree and say I'm interested. Reach out to that person, introduce yourself, and tell them that you are interested in the position. This takes it a long way.
And now you know what to do. So use LinkedIn professionally, use LinkedIn effectively, and you will land your job soon. Until next time, I'll see you later. Bye.